Hey, Colabcoaching yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. It's week number 3 of the dating series. Week number 3 means we're going a little bit deeper. We're taking it to the next level. So without any further ado, the topic slash thought I want you to think about is who should you be dating? Who should you be dating? Now, we talk about the person that you should be dating. We all have our own checklists. We all have our ideals. And in reality, when you start the whole dating world, start getting into the whole dating world and having that dating mindset, those people that might actually be right for you may not align with your checklist. It hurts people because we are so fixated on that checklist. It allows us to be kind of jaded and we tend to just look for that specifications. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with having preferences. I have a preference. You may have a preference, and that's fine. But we have to be open-minded when it comes to dating because dating is a whole environment. It allows you to figure out, as I said before, it helps you with the idea of who you want to be with. Is this person right for me? This is all part of the process. Now, when we talk about dating, and what I've seen a lot of people don't talk about is friendship. Now, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Yes, friendship is important, but I think the act of friendship and having the journey of being a friend is so important in the dating world is because it allows you to weed out who you believe is showing value to you and is going to be valuable in a relationship and who is not. Because let's put it plainly, we all step into the dating world and want to date someone when you see that person based off attraction. Attraction gets you to the door. Friendship is what opens the door, and commitment allows you to walk through the door of possibilities. I'll say it again. Attraction may get you to the door. Friendship is what opens the door. And commitment is what's going to allow you to go through the door to those possibilities of a relationship. A lot of us step into the attraction phase and we see something we like and we try to pursue it, which is fine, but we get stuck. Or you get to the point where you get to the door and you're like, oh, this person's attractive. I like this person. I can see myself being with this person, but there's no substance to it. It goes nowhere. And you're like, well, why did it go nowhere? This person's attractive. I think he or she's attracted to me, but it didn't go anywhere. We just lost sight of each other. And it feel like I wasted my time. And that's because you didn't have a friendship with that person, or you didn't pursue a friendship with that person. Attraction is fine, as I said, but pursuing a friendship and having a friendship with that person does a lot of things. And let's break this down. Now, when you're a friend with someone, you can see exactly who that person is. When that person lets their guard down, when that person opens up to you, when that person talks about their past, when that person shares their dreams for the future, when that person talks about their relationships with their friends and their families or past relationships or future aspirations for relationships, or that person has goals that they want to accomplish in a year or the lack thereof goals that they have not accomplished. All these things are talked about in friendship. Now, if a friendship ends, that's okay. You lose a friend, and that's true. It may hurt. You may lose a friend, but it's better for you to lose a friend than you step into a relationship and end the relationship and it not go anywhere, but you wasted all that years in a quote unquote committed relationship. Because friendships have commitments to it, but there's another level of commitment where you decide to be in a relationship. If the friendship ends, you lose a friend, but you can always acquire a new friend, or you have the opportunity to acquire a new friend. But you now know, well, okay, this friendship didn't work because of ABC, or this friendship didn't work because they didn't communicate as much. Boom, that's something that could have happened in a relationship. Or they are not good with finances. They're always broke. Boom, you can see that how bad it could get once you commit to that person. Or boom, This person is not really consistent with work ethic. They're not really consistent with what they want to be in the future, which is fine, or they're not aspiring to do anything for themselves. They're rather lazy. Boom, you step in a relationship with that person and you're dealing with that laziness and you explode and it gets heated discussions. All of this stuff is prevented. You're literally preventing yourself from years, months, decades of heartache, regret, and just time saved. You're literally saving time. So when you're actually figuring out who you should date, put this in the back of your head, put this in the front of your head, put this on your table, put this on your wall, put it on your mirror, put it on your vision board. You must be that person's friend first before you align yourself with commitment. Because if you jump from attraction to commitment, all that information that you could have learned through the friendship, you have to play catch up. You're literally playing catch up now, trying to figure out who this person is, what's their likes and dislikes. Yeah, you may have talked about it while you're attracted to each other here and there, but as a friend and you're actually spending time with a friend, you're actually talking about all this stuff. So when you're actually in that friendship area, that I don't want to put friendship zone because people have negative connotations on that, but if when you're in that friendship environment, you're learning about this person. And if you cannot be a friend with that person, how can you even imagine being in a relationship with that person? Now, I'm going to say something controversial. I'm going to say something that's going to be crazy, but maybe you should date a friend. Now, I'm not saying that you should date that person that you've been friends with for 10 years. You guys might not be compatible. But what I am saying is that if you meet someone that's a complete stranger, become a friend to that person, even though you feel like the attraction is so great, it's your heart's pumping and your energy is like, oh man, I have to get with this person, I have to commit to that person. No, slow down, be that person's friend. Be that person's friend and build to the commitment. Don't jump to commitment, build to the commitment. It will save you a lot of heartache. You don't want to be that person that heard this and didn't heed the words, stepped into a relationship, and it ended up terribly. You couldn't get no closure because you didn't realize what happened, or you did realize what happened and you don't want to talk about it. Wouldn't you rather be that person's friend, figure out the qualities about that person while you were secure? Maybe that person was secure in certain things and you guys were not compatible. You might have been attracted to each other, but you weren't compatible for a relationship. You could stay as friends or a friendship ended, but at least you didn't spend time being in a full-fledged relationship with that person and it didn't become fruitful. We are in the business of being fruitful in our relationships. So before you get into the relationship, be that person's friend while you're dating. It will save you so much time. Simple as that. So, who am I? I'm Colab Coach. I focus on relationships, but not only it's relationships with your friends, families, neighbors, co-workers, and the most important relationship of all, yourself. I am the relationship coach that focuses on self-love. So you're watching this and you're like, you know what? I need help with figuring out who I should date. Go ahead and message me. Go to my website, yourcolabcoach.com. I do a free 15-minute coaching session where you could talk about anything you want to talk about and we can figure out we're a good fit for each other. Watch this video and all my series and share this video with my YouTube. Just go ahead and type in Colab Coaching, like and subscribe, and you will not be disappointed. Follow me on Facebook, Colab Coaching. Follow me on Instagram, Colab Coaching. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe out there and have a wonderful day. Date with friends.